Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on persuasive writing. Today, we'll explore how to convince through words and master the art of influence and persuasion. We'll cover key techniques, strategies, and tips to help you become more impactful in your communication. So, let's get started and unlock the power of persuasive writing together. So, what exactly is persuasive writing? Well, it's a type of nonfiction writing, and its main goal is to convince readers to see things from a particular point of view or to take a specific action. It's all about making your message compelling enough that the reader feels inspired or motivated to agree with you. Now, let's talk about the purpose. The main aim here is to influence your reader's thoughts, beliefs, or actions. And you do this by presenting strong, convincing arguments backed up by evidence. It's about making your case in a way that resonates. Moving on to the goal, it's about making your audience believe that your perspective is the right one and that it's worth their consideration. When you succeed, you can sway opinions and open minds. And finally, the power of persuasive writing is truly remarkable. It can change minds, inspire people to act, and even make a real difference in the world. When done well, it's a powerful tool for creating impact and driving change. Now, let's look at some common places where we find persuasive writing in action. First, speeches. Politicians and leaders often use speeches to convince their audiences to support their ideas or policies. It's all about inspiring confidence and rallying support. Next, we have reviews. Whether it's a movie or a book, reviews aim to persuade you whether something is worth your time and money. They highlight the good and sometimes the bad, so you can decide if it's right for you. Then, there are book reports. When you write a report on a book, your goal is to persuade your readers that the book is interesting or important. It's about sharing your enthusiasm and convincing others to check it out. Moving on, debates are another example. Debaters present strong arguments to persuade judges and audiences that their side has the right answer or the better idea. Finally, we have advertisements. Ads are designed to persuade you to buy a product or use a service, often through clever messaging and appealing visuals. All of these examples show how persuasive writing is everywhere, influencing our decisions and opinions in many different contexts. When it comes to persuasive writing, there are some key elements that really make your message effective. First, having a clear stance is essential. You want your readers to immediately understand exactly where you stand on the issue. No ambiguity. If your position isn't clear, your audience might get confused or less convinced. Next, support your arguments with solid evidence and reasons. Think of facts, examples, statistics, and logical reasoning as the backbone of your case. They help build credibility and make your points more compelling. Another important aspect is audience awareness. You need to know who you're trying to persuade. Understanding their interests, values, and concerns allows you to tailor your message so it resonates more deeply with them. And finally, a strong call to action. Don't just inform. Tell your audience what you want them to do or believe after reading your message. Be clear about the next step and motivate them to take it. All these elements work together to make your writing persuasive and impactful, connecting back to the overall theme of effective communication. Now, let's dive into crafting a persuasive argument. First, we start with the introduction. This is where you hook your reader, grab their attention, provide some background information, and clearly state your main point or thesis. Think of it as setting the stage for your entire argument. Next, we move to the body paragraphs. Here, it's all about presenting your strongest arguments. Use supporting evidence, compelling examples, and factual information to convince your reader that your point of view is solid. This is where your logic really comes through. Then we have the counterarguments and rebuttals. It's important to acknowledge opposing views, show that you understand the other side. But more importantly, explain why your position still holds stronger and is more convincing. This demonstrates confidence and thoroughness. Finally, we arrive at the conclusion. Summarize your main points, restate your thesis in a fresh way, and leave your reader with a powerful final thought. This is your last chance to make an impact and reinforce your argument. Connecting all these steps together helps create a compelling and persuasive message that resonates with your audience throughout your presentation. Now, let's take a closer look at practice question 1, the importance of reading. Your task here is to write a persuasive text explaining why reading is important for everyone. Think about how reading helps you learn new things. It's like opening a door to endless knowledge and understanding. Reading also sparks your imagination, letting you explore new worlds and ideas without leaving your seat. Plus, it's a great way to improve your vocabulary and writing skills, which are essential for expressing yourself clearly and confidently. And of course, reading plays a crucial role in your future success, whether in school, your career, or personal growth. So, as you start writing your persuasive text, remember to connect these points and make a strong case for why reading is such an important habit for all of us. Let's explore why video games can actually be good for the brain. First, let's talk about problem solving. Many games require players to think strategically and solve puzzles, which helps improve critical thinking skills. When you're navigating challenges, you're practicing how to plan ahead and adapt to new situations. Next, there's reaction time. Fast-paced games push players to think quickly and react swiftly, which can enhance hand-eye coordination and overall reflexes. This quick thinking is not only fun, but also beneficial in real-life situations that demand rapid responses. Finally, mental health is an important aspect. Gaming can reduce stress and boost mood by providing a fun escape and a sense of achievement. It's a way to relax and connect with others, promoting overall well-being. So, as you can see, gaming isn't just entertainment. It's also a way to develop important cognitive skills and support mental health. Keep these points in mind as we consider the broader benefits of video games in our lives. Now, let's talk about healthy eating habits and why they are so important for our overall well-being. When I think about a balanced diet, I realize how much food truly fuels our bodies with energy. Eating the right foods keeps us active and alert throughout the day. It's also key in preventing many health issues, like heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. Moreover, our nutrition has a direct impact on our mood. Good food choices can help us feel more positive and resilient, while poor eating habits might leave us feeling sluggish or irritable. I personally notice that when I eat balanced meals, I perform better at work and feel more satisfied overall. So, adopting healthy habits isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling good and living a more productive, fulfilling life. Remember, small changes in our eating routines can lead to big benefits for our health and happiness. Let's take a moment to consider why we all should care about protecting our planet. First, climate change is one of the most urgent issues we face today. By protecting the environment, we can help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and slow down global warming, which benefits everyone. Next, biodiversity is incredibly important. Protecting plants, animals, and their habitats ensures the health of ecosystems, which in turn supports life on Earth, including our own well-being. The variety of species is vital for a balanced and resilient environment. Then, there's the issue of clean resources. When we prioritize environmental protection, we help maintain access to clean water and air. These are essential for our health and quality of life, and they rely on healthy ecosystems to stay pure and sustainable. Finally, sustainability is key for our future. We need to adopt practices that meet our current needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. By integrating sustainable approaches, we ensure a healthier planet for years to come. Connecting these points to our overall theme, it's clear that caring for the environment isn't just an individual responsibility. It's a collective effort that impacts climate stability, biodiversity, resource quality, and our long-term survival. Let's talk about learning new skills and why it's so important. When you practice and develop new abilities, you experience personal growth. It helps you become a better, more well-rounded version of yourself. Not only that, but acquiring new skills can open up exciting career opportunities. It can lead to better jobs and new paths you might not have considered before. Learning also keeps your mind active and engaged, which is crucial for mental stimulation. It prevents you from becoming complacent and helps maintain your mental sharpness. And of course, mastering new skills can really boost your confidence. When you see your progress and achievements, you feel more self-assured and ready to take on new challenges. Overall, continuously learning is a powerful way to grow personally and professionally, stay mentally vibrant, and build your confidence. It's a key part of reaching your full potential and embracing all the opportunities life offers. Let's dive into some key tips for effective persuasion. First up, using strong verbs. Replacing weak or generic verbs with powerful action words really makes your message more impactful and convincing. It helps your audience feel the energy behind your words. Next, vary your sentence structure. Mixing short, punchy sentences with longer, more detailed ones keeps your listener engaged and prevents your speech from sounding monotonous. It creates a rhythm that draws people in. Then we have appealing to emotions, or pathos. Connecting with your audience's feelings and values makes your argument more memorable and compelling. When people feel something, they're more likely to be persuaded. Establishing credibility, or ethos, is also crucial. Show that you are trustworthy and knowledgeable about your topic. This builds confidence in your audience and makes them more receptive to your message. Finally, using logic or logos involves presenting clear, rational arguments supported by facts, evidence, and logical reasoning. This logical foundation helps convince your audience through rational thought. Together, these tips create a powerful toolkit for persuasion, helping you connect, convince, and inspire your audience effectively. Now that we've reached the final slide, I want to remind you of your incredible persuasive power. You now have the tools and knowledge to convince others through the power of words. Remember, persuasive writing is a skill that will serve you well throughout your entire life, whether you're in school, at work, or in everyday situations. To strengthen this skill, I encourage you to practice writing persuasive texts on topics that matter to you. The more you practice, the better you'll become at expressing your ideas convincingly. It's also crucial to support your ideas with strong evidence. This is what makes your arguments credible and compelling. Use your voice not just to inform, but to inspire and influence those around you. Every piece you write is an opportunity to grow and improve. Keep refining your skills with each attempt. And always remember, every great writer started exactly where you are now. So keep practicing, stay persistent, and over time, your persuasive power will grow stronger every day. You've got this.